Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another extra. Look, we still in the status of women of Islam, and I hope I haven't hurt any of you women feeling that's in Islam. I hope I have honestly opened your insight of how to walk amongst the world being a woman of Islam. I hope I have gave you an understanding that when I say I've studied Islam, I've studied Islam. You know what I mean? I've had the privilege to be around brothers that open themselves to me in a righteous way. And I've had the privilege to see the unrighteous ways of Islam from women and men. You feel what I'm saying? Women and men. You get me? And I just must say this, you know what I mean? The most disciplined men and women I've ever seen in Islam is from across seas. You got what I'm saying? I haven't seen a lot of discipline from men of the black community. You got what I'm saying? Of the black community that's of Islam. You got what I'm saying? That are Muslim. You know what I mean? They how to put it, you know what I mean? You bend things. And you know religion is not to be bent. You got what I'm saying? It's to take serious. It's to take it in your life. And as whom we pray to say, as the demiurge says, you know what I mean? Do as I say. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're following the commandments of the demiurge, then you're walking in a righteous life that gets you to where the demiurge is wanting you to be. You know, we all fall short, true, because why? We're giving a platform, a place, a time in our lives where that we can make choices. You feel what I'm saying? But if we're not making the right choices and we're not living in our righteous choices, we're going to hell. You know what I mean? Let's just go on, let's just be honest and direct about it. You feel what I'm saying? No, we're not nuns. No, we're not monks, because we fall into temptation every day. You get what I'm saying? There are people in the monks community. There are people in the nun community that sin. You feel me? Excuse me, a sin can be a curse word, but people say, how can a curse word be a sin? Because the demiurge says so. Who is the demiurge? You feel what I'm saying? Then that puts you away from worshiping whom you pray to. Because we want to do everything we want to do and prove people so wrong, and not believe in the scriptures. And it's time to believe in the scriptures. It's time to filter through the BS. Take whom you pray to in your life serious. These are the words. You feel what I'm saying? These are the words of our demiurge, whether they have been rewritten, whether they have been rewritten to fool you or to help you. These are the words of our demiurge. And I'm not just going to hold up the Holy Bible. I'm going to hold up the Quran also. If you have gotten your English version of the Quran, and you have sat down and read the Baptist, Catholic, Christian Bible, you see there's some similarities, right? You see that things are very coinciding with each other, right? Okay. What is the difference? It's a different language, it's a different culture. That's it. Religion differs by culture. Religion differs by the teacher explaining it. And if you are explaining it in a way for your gain, then that means that you have went off the righteous path. And whether you're sitting playing it in the middle, you got what I'm saying? You still fall short. You got what I'm saying? What I loved about Moses is that, yes, Moses did speak back to the demiurge and question some things, but Moses went and did what the demiurge said. And when Moses couldn't do what the demiurge sent him out to do, what did the demiurge do? Intervene and did it itself. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Itself. You got what I'm saying? Go on, look at the movie. You know what I mean? Go on, look at the movie, and that's how I know that yes, there are things allowed. Yes, there are things allowed, but there are things the demiurge sent us to do, and if we cannot complete the task, then the demiurge will intervene. Look, once again, I am the nasty pastor. Once again, we're back with another extra, and this week's extra, this extra this time is inheritance. It's a very short read, but let's get the understanding of inheritance. Before Islam, women across the globe were deprived of inheritance and were themselves considered property to be inherited by men. Islam gave women the right to own property and inherit from relatives, which was a revolutionary concept in the 7th century. Whether a woman is a wife, mother, sister, or daughter, she receives a certain share of her deceased relative's property. This share depends on her degree of relationship to the deceased and the number of heirs, while many societies around the world denied women inheritance. Islam assured women this right, illustrating the universal justice of Islam's divine law. All right, that's the end of this, and I just want to say this to you, you know what I mean? If you caught the last action, we was on politics and social services, right? Right? And in politics and social services, it said that there are women, the women of Islam, have the right to, basically make these laws, voice, speak, bam this, bam that. In other words, they are really the head of Islam. But when we get into inheritance, this is telling you that before Islam, women across the globe were deprived of inheritance and were themselves considered property to be inherited by men. Now, do you understand what women are trying to do today? Do you understand the fight that women have been fighting since women have been able to be given the rights to vote? There was a time in America, women could not vote. The black women could not vote. You understand what I'm saying? They fought for the black men to vote, and we won that, and we started voting, but our women couldn't vote. So what was it about women that makes it where that their outlook of life, their input of our civilization, of our life wasn't needed? Help me get that. You know what I mean? And if you really dabble and doodle around to it, let's point some things out about the mind, the makeup of a woman. Sometimes women don't know what they want, right? Today I want, right now in this second, I want spinach. Then when you go heat the spinach up, you bring the spinach to them, no, I want some collard greens. I'm just gonna touch the surface right there. I ain't gonna get too deep into some BS that I could start, you know what I mean? Because that's not what this is about. But if women can stand concrete in their decision, in their choices, and really depend on their knowledge and not the knowledge of others. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have other people around you that know you're not the brightest star in the room, and if I can get you to believe in me easily, then your vote is the same as my vote, which means that you're just voting to be voting. You haven't even sat down, read the agenda. You haven't even sat down and looked at the person that you're getting ready to vote for to put in office. You understand what I'm saying? That's how men felt. You get what I'm saying? This is what we're reading. This is what society, this is what history has proven. You understand what I'm saying? What us men, our reflection, our thoughts of women, it has showed. And if you don't get what's going on now in 2024, which is going to go on for the rest of our breathing lives, women are going to fight for everything they want. You can give it to them or they're going to take it. One of the way or the other. I said a long time ago, give these women every title they deserve. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't say give it to them. You got what I'm saying? If they deserve that title, they have what, see, let me put this down right quick. In America, you need some stuff on paper. You understand what I'm saying? You need some degrees. You need some stuff backing you that said that this job is yours. Because when you get to these government positions, you get to these highest titles of America, you need some real stuff on paper, and you need people, voices, the right faces to back you and say, yes, put that woman in that position. You feel what I'm saying? You get it. These men that built this country, these families that built this country did not have a lot of faith in women being able to be a manager on a job, be a manager anywhere. You got what I'm saying? Anywhere. They wanted them at home. I don't care if you're of the white community. I don't care if you're of the Asian community. This was women, period. They wanted you at home nurturing our babies. You understand what I'm saying? Nurturing our babies. That's what they was good at. Women have came to the point, they're going to show you that I'm not just going to be a good mother. I can go out here, drive that tractor trailer just as big as, better than you can. I can run this country better than you can based off the fact of how I run my household. You feel me? You can't tell me they don't know how to budget. You can't tell me that. I know they do. I know they can sit there, look at your paycheck, because like I said, women won't work. They can sit there, look at your paycheck, realize, okay, this is what's going to come in every month. We get paid every week. Okay, this go to the bills, this go to groceries, this. Hold up, but little Bobby Billy or little Johnny Black can't get no new tenants, and look at these holes in it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to rob Peter and we're going to pay Paul. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go here. Let me get back. Before I jump, let me get back to rob Peter, pay Paul, before y'all think I'm talking about some gang stuff or some violent stuff. Rob Peter, pay Paul is this right here. I'm not going to pay this bill this month. I'm going to put it all on this bill. Next month, I'll catch that bill up and I'll put a little bit on that bill. That's rob Peter, pay Paul. Okay, you got some women out here that think like this also, you know what I mean? Let me, this bill $100. To keep it going, I'm gonna put $25 on there. Okay, I'm gonna take that $75 and I'm gonna take another $25, put it on another bill, keep that going, because I'm getting little Bobby, little Jimmy Black some shoes, because I'm not gonna have my child walking around with no holes in it. And what do you think the man of that household is gonna say? What do you think? Because see, the man of that household for real cares about their child. But the man of that household want to see lights on, want to come home to running water, want to come home to electricity, heat, summertime, AC, want to make sure there's gas to put in that car to get back and forth to work and anything else they want to do, and want to make sure there is food, beer, and liquor accessible in that money. So, of course, go on and get little Bobby, Billy, Blue, Johnny Black, them new shoes. Go on. You got what I'm saying? Because that's all a man really care about after work. A nice cold beer, a nice chair to relax in and look at some TV, and a wonderful woman to come home to the house, cooked you a meal, ran you a hot bath, and will sit and listen to the chaos of your day. Anyway, once again, this has been the Nasty Pastor, and I'm giving you another extra Wake up and love these women. You feel what I'm saying? They are the backbone of our country. You feel me? Yes, we have allowed our women to venture off into another direction. You understand what I'm saying? But it's nothing that can't be fixed. You get me? You understand? Love you, and I'm out.